Hello, everyone. It's another Friday. Another Friday. Um, Welcome to the latest office hours. I am the Felicia Jones, the lead researcher and founder of iFind You Close, and I want to welcome you to the office hours. This is for our members and for our guests who are stopping by just to see what we're about. So on days like this, I take some time to answer any questions around speaking, pitching, any of the courses that you may have purchased inside of iFind You Close. This is the day to ask all the questions, especially for our members who are out there trying to land speaking gigs. Wow, April is going so fast, and today we're going to talk about setting goals for your speaking career. So it's all about setting some goals, and I'm just going to talk about one little minor thing that we need to set some goals around because I've been talking about the future of events, what's going on, and my predictions for what we need to do as speakers. So I'm going to talk about some goals around that. For those of you who are guests and you have not upgraded to iFind You Close, I would love for you to, because every Monday we send out a brand new batch of speaking opportunities, and they are coming back in full force. So as a researcher, it is exciting to see what is going on with the gigs. Also, just to let you know that we do have, I'm going to go ahead and switch over here. For those of you who are members, this is today's office hours. If once you log in, there is a new course announcement. It is absolutely free for members. All you have to do is go check it out. It is 30-day member 30 days access to it from the day you start. It is organizing your speaking career inside. I talk through how to use Trello, how to organize your pitches, your speaker kit, what's in your speaker kit, how to make it all nice and pretty so that you can get access to it. So go check it out if you are a member. It is available to any and everyone who signs up for iFind You Close for 30 days. So jump in there, get the resources, a couple of pitch project templates, things like that, so that you can, keep up with your speaking career. I mean, come on, we got to stay organized because once it goes fast. So I want you to go check that out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to today. I'm looking at all my monitors to make sure everything is fine. What I did not do, I didn't go see if we have any questions. So as I go and do that, if you have any questions about anything, all you got to do is ask in the comment box. If you are watching inside of our platform, all you got to do is click that watch on YouTube button, pop on over here, drop in any of your questions. If I can't answer it now or if it comes later, I will always be here because I get notifications and I will respond to you. So as I am talking, I'm trying to go really, really fast because I need to get over to see if we have any questions for the week. Woo! All right. Other than that, how are you doing? I mean, it is almost the end of the first month of the first quarter, which is crazy, right? It is going fast with more people getting vaccines. Live events are starting to come back, and they're really starting to come back for the rest of the year, like the end of the year. So this is the time, this right now, if you are wanting to land a lot of gigs before the end of this year and you want to do it live, you got to look at the end of fall. They are looking for speakers right now, and the timelines are very, very short. So this is not something that you can sit on, okay? So don't sit on this. If you sit on it for now, basically once summer comes, you're going to be looking into next year, which is okay. Because some of us need a little bit of time to prep for next year. But this is what's happening. If you want to get on stage, outside of a local event, or if you want to go bigger, get in front of a different audience, you got to start looking right now. I assume by next year we will be back into kind of the semi-regular rhythm of when people are looking for speaking for speakers for events and things like that. All right, I'm slowly getting over here to the questions. I should have been prepared, but prepared, whatever. All right, goals. Let's talk about goals around your speaking career. Right now, one of the biggest goals that I want you to work on is organizing yourself, being prepared. Now, over the last couple of weeks, the last few office hours, I've talked about what is going on with the event industry, how a lot of events are going smaller. when they're coming back. But that means, as for a speaker, we got to start making those goals. I know a lot of us, we have goals of I want 10 gigs by the end of the year, 12 gigs. Okay, that's great. But what about all the other things that you need to prepare in order to get the gigs? I'm at this point now. You're going to have to be a lot more prepared than the other person. So you need to work on it now. So I would say over the next couple of months or even the next 30 days, focus on your website. Focus on your website. Make it a goal to have your website up to date and ready to go with your talks, with your testimonials, latest photos, whatever it is that you're offering, workshops, trainings, keynote, breakout sessions. Have it ready to go. Make it a goal. Because what I'm seeing is a lot of people that want to get on stage. They want to get on stage and they have these amazing goals, which I absolutely love, but they don't have what I've talked about, those little journey goals. Like what are the real things that are going to get you closer? And over the next 30 days, I really want you to work on your website. This is going to be so key because right now we're still not networking the way we used to. I loved networking in person as a great way to get speaking gigs. A lot of us, we're not there yet, okay? And right now, because we've gotten so used to being virtual, we've gotten used to being online, and it may seem weird. You may think like, okay, we had computers before 2020. Yes, we did, but you'd be surprised that a lot of people just did not operate with their speaker websites because it was just so easy to pick up the phone or to go in person, to go to a speaking gig and meet the next speaker coordinator. Now everybody is online all of the time. And now it's easy for us to compare great websites from bad websites, great productions from bad productions. And right now you need to be on the great side because that is going to be one of the biggest things you have when it comes to presenting yourself as a speaker. So for the next 30 days, I would say work on your website. It's not something that you could do over the weekend. I mean, if you can work fast, some of us need a little bit more time working on websites. But this is the exact time, this moment, where I want you to update your bio, update your talk descriptions, your titles, whatever your tagline is, whatever transformation you're bringing to the audience, all of that needs to be relayed on your speaker website. And it could be a speaker page on your main website. I've been doing a lot of assessments. If you don't know what my assessments are, if you've probably already had one if you're watching this, but here are the assessments. Basically, it is ready to attract high-paid speaking gigs. No, that's the wrong one. You don't want to see me. Sorry. Is ready to attract high-paid speaking gigs. And I've been doing a lot of these assessments. They've been going very well. I actually enjoy doing them. This is kind of a lead magnet for this, but also I've done it for a few members as well. The thing that I'm seeing with a lot of people, like I said, they have a lot of goals, but we are lacking in websites, and websites show your credibility. Because right now, when live events come back, you got speaker coordinators who are going to be overwhelmed. So that's where you got to set yourself apart from everybody else with this website. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Do you have any sites you recommend we look at? Actually, Tony, there is a video inside of iFind You Close on speaker websites. So what I will recommend, I'm actually going to show you how to get to it because I went in depth as I broke down all of the things. So you can go see that. I'll keep showing you the wrong thing. So if you are logging, so here we are inside of iFind You Close. All you have to do is go through the menu. There's two ways you can get to it. You can do a search and say website. And what should be on your speaker website to land gigs. That is one. You can also do another search. Is this the one I want you to watch? Let me make sure. Yep, that is the one. It is what should be on your speaker website to land gigs. That is the one I want you to watch. It is actually really, really good. So all you got to do is come over here into the search by lesson title and just type in the word website. And if you go down, you'll see what should be on your speaker website to land gigs. So Tony, I want you to watch that. And what I did on that website is about 36 minutes. I actually broke down one of the members' websites and gave them some tips that they can do and gave you a couple of other websites to look at. You can look at my website, FeliciaJones.com, if you want to. Not that, not plugging myself, but it all kind of depends on where you are as a speaker, because some are just like, whoa. But this is a really simple one to look at. And in that video, I break down my website and compare to others so that you can go and get an idea on the things that you have. You know, I know you have a television show. You can use that, you know, it's all the bits and pieces, every darn thing. So as you can see, you know, logos here, you know, and don't judge me because I need to update my website. I need to make my own. I am one of those. What's the saying? The cobbler's kids have no shoes. Yeah, I have no shoes. I don't have kids, but if I did, they probably wouldn't have shoes or websites either. But this is the time that I want you to really work on your speaker page on your website, or if you're building out a website. But I would say for the most of you who are here trying to market your business through public speaking, just having that speaker page is going to be the best thing that you're going to have, just to show your credibility, especially for those of you who have been speaking. Like I said, what I've been seeing a lot when I've done those assessments is just either a lack of a website, the lack of credibility on the website. And then also remember that speaker page is going to be your sales page for people who are booking you. And I know we're doing all the other things. We have podcasts, we have coaching, we have all of this other stuff. But at the end of the day, somebody needs to know if you can speak, and they want to know what you can bring to that audience. So I want you to work on that. So Tony, let me know if that helps. If it doesn't, we will figure something out, okay? If it doesn't, we will figure it out. But I think that's one of the better videos that I had, where I literally broke down a few extremely key elements on a website, and, you know, doing a compare and contrast, and, you know, things that you can do for your website. So take a look at that. But this is one of the goals that I want you to have over the next 30 days, because we have all these other goals. But right now, based on what I'm seeing, if you want to get on stage by the end of this year, you don't need your website up to date, but I'm just letting you know at some point you're not going to be able to not have it up to date. A lot of people are looking for speakers for the fall, but they're doing it like right now. If you go inside of the community, I have been seeing last minute gigs like crazy. Like, people are like looking for speakers and giving you 5 days just to look. So if you go inside of the community, I'll actually show you here as well. Whenever I find them, I try to put them up here as fast as I can, because I don't always see them when I'm my initial research, because I'm a couple of weeks out. But if you go back into your dashboard and go to the last minute gigs forum, there are a couple of last minute speaking opportunities, you know, for podcasters. You know, they're coming up today, like literally today. There's some that happened this week. So like I said, I don't update this often, but I would definitely say check at least once a week, so that you can see what's over here, because I don't want you to miss out on any opportunities for you to get on stage. But what I'm seeing is, for the end of the year, things are going pretty quick. Your website is going to be important. And if you want to get it done for next year, that's fine too. You can target next year for speaking, but that means you better, over the next 90 days, and I think I've told you this before, this second quarter, that means you got to get your stuff as close to perfect or as clean as possible, because once summer comes and once August comes, I mean that's going to be third quarter anyway. After the summer, it's going to be an uptick for gigs for next year, and you have to get on those now. So that's why I want you to have everything together. You can still get gigs this year, but if you are taking, taking some grace for yourself. But remember, you can't walk into next year, because there are a lot of people like Tony and Stephanie who are just like ahead of the game on you. Yes, Stephanie, I have the last minute area. It's I don't update it often, Stephanie. It's just I was starting to see so many gigs, because they would post and would shut it down within like 5 days. Like, whoa, like that's not cool. So what I did was I put up this last minute gigs form. Anything that I found gig related. It didn't, if it was job openings, because I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs who are not just professional speakers. So it's job openings, last minute speaking gigs, anything that I can, if I see it when I'm on Twitter way too long, I post it over here. So this is not necessarily a place for you to post to market yourself, because yeah, I mean, you could post it but nobody else is seeing it, but this is this is a place where you want to just check and see what else I found that I couldn't post. So you want to go to the last minute gig forum, and just check it every now and then just to see what is out there. A lot of these gigs are for in person, so if you're ready to go be in person, that's what we're seeing right now. But they are and it's also hybrid, so that's the other thing. For those of you who want to, flex on the hybrid, keep doing that for this year, because you're going to see a lot of that for the rest of the year. It's a great way to get credibility, to build up your speaker resume, all of that kind of stuff. But hybrid is going to be a very interesting one because they are doing pre-recorded hybrid. And maybe we should do it office hours, because you're going to have to do things a little differently if it's going to be pre-recorded. Because you want to upfront let everybody know how to contact you, how to work with you, instead of waiting to the end of the video. People usually don't wait to the end. People don't watch the whole thing. I know. And you want those videos to be fairly short, because it's pre-recorded. But that's going to be the future over the next few months. It's this hybrid thing. Only certain people will get to get into in person, which is more than likely just the keynote or a few keynotes. Everybody else is a breakout session. And it's going to be interesting. So just kind of be prepared for all of it. But next 30 days, work on that website, okay? Stephanie says, how do you feel about speakers saying fully vaccinated speaker in their marketing? Woo! I don't know, Stephanie. That's a good question. Wow, let me think about that. I really don't know, because I think we've been on the offensive when it comes to asking up front, like, do you require people to be vaccinated in the event? Do you require me to be vaccinated? What's the safety rules? When it comes to marketing, I don't know. Let me think about that. Yeah, that's a good one, Stephanie. I may need a moment. You stumped me on that one. I don't see it as a negative, but I can also see it. People are very emotionally finicky right now. I don't know if that's a good way to say it. People are emotionally finicky right now, and it could trigger some people. It could not trigger some people. Part of me says to wait until you get the gig or get somebody on the phone, or get into your qualifying questions to talk about it. Because even though you're vaccinated, it doesn't necessarily mean everybody in that room is vaccinated. So you have to still determine how you are operating, unless somebody is saying that this is going to be a fully everybody in attendance has to be vaccinated. That's a good one. Ooh. Stephanie was saying, I saw someone say ready to get on plane, so they knew she would do in person. Yeah, I don't know about them in the fully vaccinated marketing, because just to be honest, I mean, personally, I think you should just take care of yourself. But it doesn't necessarily mean everybody in the audience is going to be vaccinated. So because you're still going to have to ask this question. I mean, if it matters to you, what are you doing safety measures in the audience, and all that kind of stuff, because people still got germs. Germs are still a thing, because you don't want to do all this and then end up with the flu. I mean, gosh, that would suck. So maybe next week I'll have a better response to you. That was a good one. I never thought about that. Never thought about it. I mean, give it a try and see what happens. I don't know. But it's also a very slippery slope, because now do you have to show all of your vaccinations? I don't know. Yeah. You get to see me ponder on camera. That's a good one. Okay, outside of that, I don't have anything else to talk about, because I'm like, I gotta go think about that one. But when it comes to marketing, I would just say, it probably doesn't hurt, but If you are like reaching out to people, I think it's okay to let them know that, when you're having the conversation around safety precautions, you could just let them know I am vaccinated, um, but I will still practice this in the room, or I am vaccinated, but I will still hand gel myself. I don't want people breathing on me, just having a fully fledged conversation about safety. We've talked about it a couple of times here because it's always just an interesting one, of how you want to do that. Yeah, because I have a live speaking gig too, and I am vaccinated, but I can't. I don't know this status of everybody in your room, and they told me everybody's going to be, social distance and all that kind of stuff, but you're going to have to feel that one out. Like I said, when I did a live gig a couple of months ago, actually before the end of last year, you're going to have to feel your way through it because it's going to be a very interesting situation when you walk into a room. You might get triggered if you've been like extra careful. So just be aware and just kind of know what your rules will be the next time you go speak. Hopefully that helps. That is all I have for you when it comes to the goals. If you have any more questions about the websites, what should be on your website, like I said, go do the little search and just put in website on inside of the platform, and it'll bring up what should be on your speaker website. I'll put this in the rotation, so maybe we can do another class on this. And maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just do a class on speaker websites and get some feedback from some of you if you want me to evaluate you on camera. Maybe I'll do that just to help you out. Let me think that through. Let me see how I'm gonna add all that in. So with that, I hope you have an amazing Friday. Don't party too hard. Don't go lick people, even if you are vaccinated. Licking people's not cool. And wash your hands. So take care of yourself. I will see you next Friday. Bye.